Okay, let's look a little more into ethics, define things a little further. This will not be a long video. It'll be relatively short. So looking at a code of ethics, what should we look at when we talk about ethics for IT? Well, computer ethics requires you to do more than simply avoid the unlawful acts. Like I said, leaving a company because you're like, I don't agree with this. You have to keep your confidentiality, protect confidential data and information. Every system has information on employees, on the people that they service as doctors, lawyers, or whatever, and you need to keep that secret. Human dignity, respect the privacy and dignity of other human beings. Civility, observe the rules of net etiquette that promote online civility. It's amazing to me how people get online and they think they have some kind of anonymity and they can just say and do whatever they want. The truth is if they want to find out who said that, they can find out who said that and they can track you down to your house. The information is all there. And it's just, it is mind-numbing when you just hear these reports of, oh, I was totally shamed online because I did this, that, or the other. We need civility. We need to understand that people are going to have other points of views than us. They're going to do things that we don't agree with. And in your response to whatever they've said that's been bad, you should have some civility. And then property rights, as we talked about, making sure that you're not using somebody else's property to promote yourself. So how do we actually develop a code of ethics? Well, we have certain values, each of us do. And that's what our code of ethics is based on. If you were taught or you feel that people need to be treated with civility no matter what the situation is, that value affects your code of ethics. Principles. They're the fundamental truths or rules that support your personal values. So you have a principle of, right, what actually supports that value of civility? Well, the principle would be everybody deserves love. Everybody deserves to be treated kindly, right? And so that supports that value. And then you have a personal responsibility, which reinforces your adherence to that. In other words, you may not treat somebody civilly, and then you think, well, I'm justified in doing that. And then a little later, you're like, I shouldn't have done that. And, nothing is worth that, right? That's your personal responsibility where you're saying, that is something I shouldn't have done. And you're holding yourself to that. And then legal compliance, which of course is obey the rules, right? When you've got a speed limit of 25 and you're on this nice wide road, you may say, I can go 45 on this. Yeah, you could, but can you stop if somebody pulls out, or can you stop if a child runs in front of you? Because 25 miles an hour means you're in a residential area and you need to be concerned with that. That's a legal compliance that you can get in trouble with. So, for example, there is an ISC2 organization, and they try to adhere to these. You can become part of that organization, honestly, and they're not the only one out there. But that's an organization of computer security professionals, just basically saying, hey, we want to get together and say to people, we believe in doing this. That is something that you can put on your resume. Like those of you that are going into cybersecurity, in the last class, when you basically have to look at certain certifications you're going to get, this will be part of that, of basically saying, hey, maybe you should be part of one of these communities, because you can put that on your resume. They'll teach you some really good things about how to act honorably and provide diligent diligent and competent service to your principals. They'll teach you all that stuff. And because you've got the security background and hopefully get those certifications, then you'll also want something on your resume to say, hey, I actually believe in these things. So I'm going to come into your organization and I'm going to be good for you. I'm not going to be a bad person, that kind of thing. Anyway, that's digging in a little more. And the honest truth is when you see ethics in play, you begin to see that society is losing that ethical balance. Lots of people are taking the attitude of, well, I'm going to die after this life anyway, so I might as well just do whatever I want in this life. Doesn't matter who I step on. And so we need to make sure that we're promoting and teaching ethics to have a solid society, let alone for you to have a awesome career. So